everyone, it's JJ Flazanes from Invisible Fitness, and I'm going to talk to you today about joint integrity. So what is that? What does that mean? Well, for those of you that are injured, you know what that means. That means we want to keep your joints intact as long as possible, and we want to reduce or get rid of pain. For those of you that have no pain, it means I want to encourage you to do exercises that are good for your muscles, but don't put wear and tear on your joints. So I look at joint integrity as preservation of my body. So for instance, I have no pain, and I choose exercises and ways to put force on my body so that I don't get pain, so I don't wear down the cartilage in between my joints. So really quickly, I'm going to show you the knee, because a lot of people have problems with the knee, and I'm sort of against walking lunges. Now, there may be reasons why you could do a walking lunge, and you may tell me what that is, but I'll tell you why I think it's a high-risk exercise for your knee joint, and how there's a much better choice when you're looking at just building leg strength. So this is your femur, this is the leg bone, and this is your tibia, this is the thigh bone, actually thigh and lower leg. And in between, this is obviously your knee joint. It's missing one thing, it's missing the patella because it's not attached. These two bones hit each other a lot, right? Because you walk, you bend, you sit, you stand. And on your tibia, there's two like round surfaces where your meniscus sit. Those are the padded cartilage that pad these two bones from hitting each other. And in science, we have 4 different applications of force. I'm going to get a little science on you, but for those of you that care about your knees, you're going to understand this. We have compression, which is pushing down, which is what we do right now in gravity. If I turn around, if I go upside down, this is called distraction, pulling the bones apart. There's translation, which is when the bones sort of slide and glide. And that's normal for a lot of joints, but we don't necessarily want to have more translation than we need, and definitely not with extra force. And we also have rotation, which this joint should not do. As you know, this is a hinge joint, and there's ligaments everywhere preventing rotation. But most joints have these 4 different applications of force. So if I take and I bend in a walking lunge, what normally happens is, because I'm propelling forward, my body weight wants to send my femur over my tibia with extra force and maybe even momentum, depending on the speed you're doing that. And as you can see, that causes translation. Again, translation is going to be where this sliding and gliding over time with force will start to deteriorate that meniscus. And unfortunately, your cartilage isn't going to say, hey, by the way, I'm down to 2%. When it's gone, you'll know it. You'll be in pain. So there are exercises and ways to do lower body exercises like squats and lunges and all the things that I show you that are safer for the joints, that are safer in the application of force. So whenever you're choosing a fitness plan, please keep that in mind. If you care about your joints, you may want to call me. JJ Flazanes, Invisible Fitness, invisiblefitness.com. But it's a serious issue, and I just thought I wanted to share a little bit about that. There is some science behind it. So I'm going to preserve my knees. Hopefully you want to preserve yours too.